Hi, everybody. Hello and welcome to Preschool Storytime. So nice to see you today. We're going to read a little story, but first I wanted to point out in our Sunday school story this week, we talked about how much God loves us and we prepared a party. This is a banquet, a feast to celebrate something really, really important. Do you know what that is? We're celebrating how much God loves you. That's right, God loves you. God loves me. God loves you. God loves everybody. And that's worth celebrating. So today, what we're going to do is to read from this special book called Look What You Made, God. We'll see some of the other things that God loves, just like God loves you. This story is written by Elspeth Campbell Murphy and illustrated by Jim Lewis. What we're going to do is read half of this book today and half of the book next week. It's a book full of wonderful poems and stories to God. So let's see, this one starts with these children rolling down a hill. Can you see them? There's a dog over here and some kids rolling and tumbling. Lovely. It says long way down. Rolling, 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 whee! The hill reached up and tickled me. The hill and I are happy that you made this world that isn't flat. In this one, we see a picture of a daddy taking a picture and some children holding and touching and playing with the pets and animals at a petting zoo. Nice. This is called Hey Kids. We're kind of confused at the petting zoo, God, and I'll tell you just why we are. Because what if Daddy says, time to go, kids, and a baby goat jumps in the car? It actually might be kind of fun if a baby goat tried to jump in the car, huh? That's a nice one. Let's turn the page and see what comes next. Oh, this one is called Windy Day. Let me bring it close enough that you can see. So here's a little girl who's playing outside on a windy day. You can see she's got a kitty cat over here and pretty big shoes. And everything is being blown by the wind. Her dress is being blown by the wind. Her hair is being blown by the wind. She's got a pinwheel. Ever had one of those? A pinwheel, when you blow on it, it spins around. That's being spun by the wind. And even the grass and the flowers seem to be blown over by the wind. It's called Windy Day. The wind and I were playing, God, but sometimes he plays too rough. He blew so hard he knocked me down, so I said, that's enough. I went to the house without him. He rattled the windows and doors. But I just said, unless you behave, I'm not going to play anymore. Well, he must have been lonely without me, because he later came back as a breeze. He begged me to come out and play again. What else could I do? He said, please. Let's see. Oh, the next one is called Sparrow Talk. And look, we have a boy and a girl here, and they're looking at all these little brown birds called sparrows. Looks like they're in their backyard watching the sparrows. They probably came to eat some seeds or maybe some worms. Let's hear their story. My yard must be a playground for birds. The sparrows all crowd there together. They hop and they chirp and they stir up the dirt when they flap their little brown feathers. They hop and they flap, they won't take a nap, and they make so much noise when they're playing. I listen as hard as I can to them, God. I'm glad you understand what they're saying. The little girl and the little boy don't understand what the birds mean as they're chirping and moving around. Do you understand what birds are saying? Yeah, there are some things that are better just left for God to understand. We can't understand everything. Some things are just for God to understand, and that's okay. We have our last poem here now. This is a picture of a little girl by a lake. She has a little dog right here with her, And she's looking up to one of those big, tall pine trees. See, here we have a couple of red cardinals. Those are birds that are up in the tree. Let's hear her story. I love this tree. It's called a pine. And this is a favorite place of mine because even on any old day of the year, it smells like Christmas here. Pine trees are the kinds of trees we put in our houses at Christmas time, and they always smell so fresh and fragrant. And whenever you smell a pine, it just reminds you of the smell of Christmas. Thank you for joining us for Preschool Story Time today. I hope you'll come back next week to hear the second part of this storybook. I love you and I wish you peace. I miss you and I hope to see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.